Hello everybody, it is time now for another game of Big John's Card Sharks. And Justin's the current champion, albeit the fact it's only $600. Now, in the last time, he faced off against Angie2343, and that's who his challenger is again. So it's kind of a rematch of sorts here. So both of you know how this works. And Justin, I'll remind you, you are only 2 wins away from getting yourself a brand new car.
Yeah.
So here we go. First question always goes to the champion. It's for you. And oh my goodness. Both of you are going to get a laugh at this first one. We surveyed 100 married men. We asked them if they'd have an affair if their wife decided she only wanted to make love once a month. How many 100 married men said they'd have an affair if their wife decided she wanted to make love once a month? Justin, do you need me to repeat the question? You do? Okay, well, 100 married men, if they'd have an affair if their wife decided she only wanted to make love once a month, how many of them said that they would? Justin, I need your answer.
Yeah, I'll go with my grandmother. 75.
75 of them. Angie, do you think it's higher or lower?
I think it's higher.
Angie says it's higher. The actual number is 44. It's lower. Justin, your first card is an 8.
8?
8.
Sayonara, 8.
He's changing it.
Yes. Change it, please.
Oh, but it's another 8. You have to play off this one.
Higher.
Going higher than an 8. A king.
Lower.
Lower than a king, a 10.
Lower.
Taking a chance, going lower than a 10, it's a 7.
7. Higher.
Ooh, taking a chance, going higher than a 7, it's a 9. Justin, you win the round. So now we're... And Angie, you didn't even get to play your cards in that round.
No.
However, Angie, you do get the first question for round 2. We surveyed 140-year-old women. We asked if they agree with the saying, life begins at 40. How many of them said that they agree with the saying, life begins at 40?
I'll go with 48.
Angie says it's 48. Justin, do you think it's higher or lower than 48?
Can you please repeat the question?
We surveyed 140-year-old women, I think it was. We asked them if they agree with the phrase, life begins at 40, and how many of them said that they agree with the phrase, life begins at 40?
Like a really good life?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Angie says it's 48. Do you think it's higher or lower than 48?
Lower.
Justin says it's lower than 48, and the actual number is 61. It's higher. So, Angie, you get your first crack at the cards here, and it's a 9. Now, you can change it if you want to.
Nope, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, higher or lower than the 9?
I think I'm gonna have to go, lower.
Lower than a 9, it's a king. And Justin, your first card is a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10, a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4, an 8.
Freeze.
Freezing on that 8. And Justin, you're only 2 cards away from winning. Justin, the next one's for you. We surveyed 100 driving instructors. We asked them if they flunked their driving test the first time they... We asked them if they... Yeah. Let me start over. We surveyed 100 driving instructors. We asked them if they flunked their driving test the first time they took it. How many of them said that they flunked their driving test the first time that they took it?
50.
Going up the middle with 50. Angie, do you think it's higher or lower than 50?
I think it's lower.
Lower than 50. And the actual number is... Actual number is 20. So Angie, you're in control. You still have that 9.
I'm gonna keep it and go higher.
Higher than a 9, a 5. And Justin, you have an 8, which you cannot change.
Higher.
Higher than an 8, a 7. Angie, next question's for you. And this is a trivia question. In miles per hour, what was the average speed of a stagecoach?
What is the average speed of a stagecoach?
Yeah, average speed of a stagecoach in miles per hour.
I'm gonna go with, okay, is it depending on the speed of the horse?
It does not say.
Okay, I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with, 50.
Up the middle with 50. Justin, do you think it's higher or lower?
Well, if it were me, I was thinking 24 would have been it. So I'll just go lower.
Justin believes it is lower than 50, and the actual number is... Well, Justin, it was lower than 50, but it wasn't the number you were thinking of. It was 10 of them.
Or 10%.
Yeah, 10 miles per hour.
Oh.
But nonetheless, Justin, you are in control, and you have an 8.
Change it.
Changing the 8, and it is now a 4. That's a much better card.
Higher.
Higher than a 4, a 5.
Higher.
For the win, a 10. Justin retains the championship. Well, Angie, once again, you played a very good game. Justin, let's try and get you some money this time at the money cards. Alright, Justin, you know what to do since this is your 4th time here. We start you off with $200 in betting money, and your first card is a king.
Ooh, I don't know if I should do this, but I'll do it. Lower, 200.
The whole thing lower than a king, a jack, and you're up to 400.
Oh, 400, that says lower.
Everything lower than a jack, a 6, you're up to 800.
I'll try
Changing it.
Number 1.
Changing it with number 1. The 6 is now an ace.
All of it, and I'm going lower.
The whole thing lower than an ace, a 3. You're at 1,600. We'll move that up to the next line, and you're up to $2,000.
2,000.
2,000. The whole thing higher than a 3, a 4, and you're now at 4,000.
4 grand. Higher.
Again, the whole thing higher. It's an ace, and you're at 8,000.
Can't lose here. All of it lower.
The whole thing lower than an ace, a 10, you're at 16,000. Now, Justin, this is a big bet. You have to risk at least $8,000, but you can change to 10 if you want to.
Well, let's just see if I can try and get a better card. Let's change it.
With number 2 or number 3?
2.
Alrighty. And your 10 is a jack.
A jack.
Yes.
How about it? 16,000 lower.
Alright, the whole thing lower. It's either $32,000 or nothing. Well, Justin, after 3 straight busts, you've won 32 grand. But let's see if you can get a jackpot. It's worth $40,000. You have one chance at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7.
4.
Number 4 is not it. It was all the way down at the end at number 7. However, Justin, this total is looking a lot better for you. You're at $32,800, and if you win your next match, you'll be driving out of here in a brand new car. And we'll see if Justin can get that car on the next episode of Card Sharks. So long, everyone.